Okay, everyone, are we ready? Let's welcome to our weekly Saturday webinar talk by Family First Malaysia. We at Malaysia, FFM, short form for Family First Malaysia, we focus on three areas: on family, the values; finance, on stewardship; fitness, holistic living in all areas of our well-being. We certainly hope that today that you'll be encouraged, inspired, and blessed by today's talk by our FFM great supporter, Joseph Loh, on the sacrificial love of a parent. Now, for housekeeping, please make sure that all your mic is mute so that we have a clear, non-interrupting reception. If you have any question, please at the chat box at the bottom of your screen, type it out, your question. And when we have Q&A, then we will, on behalf of you all, I will help you to put the question to the speaker to answer. Okay, for now, let's pass the time to our great time with Chairman Tan Teck Seng to introduce Family First to you and the speaker of today. Thank you.
Well, again, welcome all of you to this webinar, Family First webinar, which we run it on a weekly basis. And we have actually invited many friends, and also they are very renowned speakers to come on the weekly basis to talk about the family and also to share their journey with us. And of course, I think that you have heard what Sister Tinky has shared with you, that we are focusing on the three areas, that is on the family and the finance and also on the fitness. Now on the, we have got actually a mentoring or discipleship sessions. On the family, we have got 6 modules that we take our mentees through, and that is about 6 lessons, okay? And on the finance, we have 4 lessons to help even our mentees how to actually know to manage their money as a couple, and also how to be financially free. And at the same time, also we have 2 modules that is touching on the health aspect and also holistic living. Now, I think it's very important thing is it that for all of us to know, why do we exist? You know, why are we here? I think that because the we are here, basically we believe that Family First Malaysia can be a form of to be able to help even our society to become even better family, and therefore they become better nation, because we believe that even strong, healthy, and also families are the cornerstone of our civilizations. And because every family can be happier, stronger, and more united. That's why we are here to be able to make every family, and also the speakers that we are coming on for the next rest of the year. We have wonderful speakers that we have actually lined up to speak all touching on the family aspects. And also we believe that in the power of prayer, because without prayer, there is no power at all. And because that every one of us needs the power of this prayer in our life. And of course, Family First also believe in partnership, that together we can do much more than we ever can do on our own. So we partner with those like-minded organizations. We partner with also those even churches and even NGOs, so that we can be together. We can even run this program even much better. And we believe that in conducting our operations and and also our partnerships and finance with the highest ethical and also moral standards. So this is our we are upholding this, and we believe that we must also respect even the local and also national laws in every jurisdiction in which that we operate. And today, I'm so happy, to have a friend of mine, Joseph Loh. I think Joseph Loh, for many of you who have been in the, who have been sort of in the corporate world, I think many of you will know that he is actually a very well sought after, speakers in the corporate finance side. So he is also actually an international investment professional with extensive experience in private equity investment. So good friend of mine, and he's also a strong supporter of Family First Malaysia. And not only that, he's also an advisor for the Cambridge University Venture Capital and Private Equity Society, which I think once a year he delivers a couple of speeches at the Cambridge University. And he's also a VIP global guest speaker for Global Online, the fireside chat organized by United Nations General Assembly. So today, Joseph is going to share with us about his journey, how it was very touching, how actually as a parent that he sacrificed so much, even despite his also a very busy schedule as a father, but he sacrificed so much for the daughter. So now that I pass over to Joseph. Joseph, the floor is yours. Joseph?
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Singh. First of all, I want to thank God for making all this possible. And secondly, I want to thank my wife, my better half, without whom all these things could not be possible. I want to thank her because she's a great partner. And most of all, I also want to thank my daughter, who have gone through with me in this journey. My daughter was born with a SMA condition. SMA stands for spinal muscular atrophy, which is a neurological condition which causes the muscle in the whole body to be weak. Due to this, she is unable to walk since birth. And because of that, she can't go to normal school. We have to do homeschooling. What we do is we buy the homeschooling program from overseas, and my wife taught her, and she's a teacher, and you know I was the headmaster, right? And what I want to share with you is how from a person with disability, where everybody has given up hope, and how she managed to go to study in the University of Cambridge. So this is the journey that we have gone through over the last 20 over years with my wife and my daughter. But after being diagnosed with SMA, spinal muscular atrophy type 2, right, we embarked on the journey of homeschooling for her while seeking treatment for her. We go to many hospitals in Malaysia, both private and government hospital. None of them are able to help. And because of this muscle weakness, she developed a scoliosis condition where her spine was curved. And the curve, as she grew older, the curve was more than 95%. Not more than 95 degree. And according to the doctor, she has to go through a spinal corrective surgery. And during that time, we sent her to University Hospital for checkup. And we actually have fixed a surgery date for the spinal corrective surgery, which was important for her to survive. And I remember before the surgery, the doctor actually called up for a meeting, pre-surgery meeting, where I will meet up with all the surgeon and doctors to discuss about the surgery. And I remember very clearly that was on a Monday, and I took leave specifically to attend this meeting. I arrived at the hospital, University Hospital, at 8:30, which is supposed to be the meeting time. And me, my wife and daughter, we waited for the doctor. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. They didn't turn up. And Until 4 p.m., none of the doctor turned up. And finally, there's one junior doctor that turned up. And we found out from him that the meeting actually is cancelled. And to our horror, we found out that the hospital actually do not have any doctor that has experience in conducting a spinal corrective surgery for the SMA patient. Upon hearing that, we canceled the surgery because we cannot simply cannot put my daughter to go through the surgery with such a risk. So we canceled the surgery, and later on that year, we decided to take her to the US to visit Disneyland and Universal Studios to fulfill her last wish. And during our visit to the US, someone connected me with this doctor called Dr. George Pichetti. And over the phone, I asked some of the important questions that I have asked the doctor in the local hospital, which they couldn't answer me. This Dr. Pichetti just gave me the answer. And he asked me to email him my daughter's x-ray, and whatever question that I may have or my wife has, we can just put it out in the email and he will answer us. And after a few days, when he replied me, he answered all the questions that we want, all the query that we want to know. And on top of that, he sent me his CV. And to my surprise, I found that he is actually a third-generation doctor. And he is a specialist in spinal corrective surgery. And before this, he had just published a book on minimal invasive spinal corrective surgery. So he is a Sifu. He's a Sifu in spinal corrective surgery. And on top of that, a few months just before I spoke to him, he just operated on a young girl with the same condition as my daughter, spinal vascular atrophy, and the surgery was successful. So that gave us confidence. And he advised us to let him examine Alicia. So what we did was, that was during Christmas time, and we came back. And I remember after Chinese New Year, that year, 2009, my wife and daughter went back to the US and went to see the doctor. And he examined her, and he said, the spinal scoliosis is actually worse than what we have seen. And surgery on corrective surgery is imminent, because if not, then the next time when my daughter go into sickness, she may not survive. So it was so important for us to send her there for the surgery. And he told us that the whole surgery cost will cost us $380,000 US, which is about 1 million ringgit. That is a big sum of money. So even if you have 1 million, you will not put 1 million cash in the bank, right? Most of us who have 1 million will put in the stock market, will put in the buy an apartment, buy an asset, right? Nobody will carry 1 million in cash. So that gave us a problem, right? A roadblock. And I came back. I was on the phone with my wife. Sorry, not the phone, on Skype with my wife. We were discussing how to get how to find the 1 million, where to find the 1 million cash within a week, right? So I told my wife, I have nobody, I have no friend who has 1 million cash in hand, and I can wish we can borrow within a week. And my wife said, why don't you go to church? So I went to church, and true enough, there was a well-to-do man, and with the help of Brother Tek Sing, I managed to borrow money from him. And of course, I'm happy to tell you that today I've fully paid off this amount that I borrowed from him, and I'm totally debt-free. You can see the picture. This picture was when my daughter studied in the University of Cambridge, and we went to Switzerland. We visited this place. We took the high altitude train, and we stopped by this place called Brian's with a beautiful lake. So what I want to share is during this time, on the finance side, when Brother Tek Sing introduced me to this well-to-do brother, before I meet him to borrow money, I know this man, but I know very well that this man does not know me. And I was praying what to do. I was praying hard, and God answered my prayer. He told me, Brother Tek Sing know this man very well. Bring him along to the meeting on Monday. So I called up Brother Tek Sing, and he, without hesitation, he said, okay, I'll see you there tomorrow. I call him on Sunday. I see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. So two of us went there, and we met in his office with his lawyer. And the first question that this rich man asked, not me, asked Tek Sing, is, do you know this guy? He pointed at me. He asked Tek Sing and pointed at me, do you know this guy? Brother Tek Sing said, yes, I know him. He's a Christian. He has been serving God with me together for X number of years. He's a faithful brother. And this rich man straight away turned to me and said, okay, how much do you need? Right? What do you have? So I told him, I need so much an amount of money, and I can pledge to you my house. And for your information, I've already paid off my house at that time. It's free from encumbrances. And I pledged to him, and I got the money. That was a Monday. Tuesday, I went to the office, to his office. I sat down with his lawyer, and go through the whole documentation. And Wednesday, I flew off to the US. Surgery is on Friday. I reached California on Thursday, and the fund also arrived in the hospital on Thursday. And so that next day, on a Friday, we could have the surgery. I remember we went into the surgery theater at about 7 a.m. and the surgery took about more than 9 hours. We came out, my daughter came out from the surgery theater only after 9 hours. And the whole surgery was a success. And the recovery was very well managed by the doctor, Dr. Pichetti. During that time, my wife stayed with her in the US, and she recuperated in the US for about 9 months. And after that, she came back together. And Alicia published a book at the age of 13 through MPH. Then she went on, she continued her homeschooling. After she finished her homeschooling, year 12, she continued her A level. And at that age, she was supposed to take O level. But KDU asked her to try A level because she has already published a book. So she tried for 3 months, and if she can do well, then they will let her continue her A level. If not, then she will continue as O level. And I thank God that Alicia did very well. In fact, she did very well, and they continue to let her study her A level. And she didn't, she actually worked very hard and harder than everybody else. And during her A level exam, she scored with very good result. She was awarded top in the world award for one of the subjects in the A level, and another subject was top in the country award. So with that, she was actually offered a place to study at the University of Cambridge. I always challenge her to go to the best university in the world. And I told her, I always challenge her that your dad always get number 1 in the school. And if you get number 2 in the school, you are not my daughter. I always push her. I push her that way. And children, they can take pressure. They can take pressure. And I always push her to the limit. And when she applied for university, she didn't think of Cambridge. I told her, you have to go for the best universities. Because when you go for the best university, job will come to you. If you go to normal university, you will join millions other graduates to apply for job. So if you do that, what are your chances? It will be very low. So you have and you must go to the top university in the world. And true enough, with her result, she was offered to study at the University of Cambridge. And throughout these years, there's only one thing that I do. I pray. I pray every day. Morning, when I'm driving, when I'm eating, when I'm resting, even at night. Sometimes I'll call up Brother Tek Seng and I pray with him. I will call up people and I will pray with them. Because I only have one person to rely on. Nobody else can I rely on. Not my best friend. That is God. I can only rely on Him. And He never fails us. God never fails us. And after graduating from University of Cambridge, my daughter was offered a job as a lawyer in London, in one of the big legal firms in London. And at the same time, she was offered by University of Cambridge to continue her master's with the Queen's Scholarship. So now she has to write in to the legal firm to ask for 1 year deferment. And they allow her to defer. She went back to Cambridge and continued her master's. And I thank God that she did even better during her master's. She did, for all the subjects that she took, every subject she has first class. It's not just first class for the master's. Every subject that she took, she has first class. According to Cambridge, she is definitely the first person to have done that in Malaysia, if not the whole Asia. So she is now one of the top lawyer in the world. So after graduating, she continued. She went back to the legal firm and started working since last year, October, and now she's still in London with her mother. My wife has been with her since year one to take care of her, because with Alicia's disability, she need my wife become her hands and her legs. She need help when she go to morning, when she wake up, she want to change, want to brush her teeth, want to do breakfast, right? So my wife has been her hands and her leg. And as for me, I've been here living alone, but not alone, with God for the last 7 years. Whenever I share with my friend that I'm living alone here, all of them will say, wow, you have the best of your life. You can do anything that you like. But I don't do such thing. Whatever that I do, I always tell my wife. I make sure there's accountability, so that even when I come back late, my wife knows where I am, what I am doing. So accountability is very important between me and my wife. And so what I have this from my family to say is, let all glory and honor belongs to God alone. And we are very grateful to those people who have helped us along the way. Thank you very much. Over to you, Brother Singh.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph, yeah, for a very touching sharing and testimony. And I believe that you have a lot more actually to share, but I believe you have actually today cut short a lot of things. And we will just leave the floor open, and perhaps that they might have questions they will want to ask you. And especially for some men, they want to ask you, Joseph, boleh kah 7 years staying by yourself? All right. So
okay.
These are
I want to leave more time for Q&A.
Yeah. So I think the very important thing is this, that it is a really example of accountability of a good husband to the wife, to the spouse.
Yes.
This is what family first, we value very much. Is this that we have got to be accountable and be faithful to one another, right? So now I think that if there are some, any one of you got questions, there's a chat there. Perhaps you can just type onto the chat, and then you can then we can actually ask Joseph the question. So
there's one question coming.
Yeah.
There's one question. Okay.
Okay. Joseph, thank you for the inspiring, encouraging, testimony, a life story, because God, indeed, your family life is so amazing. And okay, now I have one question to put to you, Joseph.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you manage work and family time?
Yeah. Okay. I am in the investment industry, where I'm quite a very senior in the investment industry, and my work is quite flexible. Working time is quite flexible, and I have my team doing all the detailed work for me. And I don't have to write papers. I just have to review, and that actually gives me a lot of time that I can spend with my family. And during the time where my daughter was studying, homeschooling.
Mhm.
In between, we still have to send her periodically to go and see doctor, chiropractor, and then we were going around places to seek for treatment, all that. And the benefit of doing homeschooling is that wherever we go, we bring the study with us. Right? That's what we do. And I make sure that after work, I come home. Right? I limit entertainment to very minimum at night, so that at night and weekend, so that my weekend and my night time is with the family. And I make sure that I don't play golf, so that my wife will not become golf widow. Right. So although I have a golf set, and my golf set has been there collecting dust, I have golf shoe, but I have never wear it. Although I like to go to the green very much, but that is a sacrifice that I have made.
Yep.
Family first.
Family first.
Yeah.
That's why we are here. Family first.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Another question. This one I sort of say, this one will be in many people's mind. I'm sure our brother Joseph know how to answer you. This question is, why not speaker move to London and live with wife and daughter?
Oh, okay. I plan to do that. My wife already have PR in London.
Yep.
And just to share a little bit, every year during my daughter's study at Cambridge, my wife will have to apply for long-term stay visa. All right, as
yes,
as what do you call, carer, as a carer for my daughter.
yeah.
All right, and every year when we apply for visa, we pay premium, so that within 2 weeks we get the answer. But the UK immigration, every year they will wait. I don't know what makes them wait, drag. They wait until just before my daughter starts her university class, and they issue my wife with the visa. And Cambridge always start on the 5th of October, and you get the visa either end of September or early October.
Yeah.
So last minute, you buy expensive air ticket, right? And the worry that we have, because if my wife don't get the visa, my daughter cannot go back and study.
Yeah, that's right.
Although she has the visa to go back, but she cannot go back and study. So we have been applying this for the first 3 years, and for the 4th year, when she went to go back and study her master's, to our surprise, when my wife received the letter, they gave her a PR. Okay, I must explain this. It's so difficult to apply to get PR in the UK, right?
Yep.
That's number one. Number two, we don't even qualify, right? And then third, we didn't even apply. We didn't, because we don't qualify, and then it's so difficult to get PR in UK. So that's why we didn't even apply. All right. So they gave my wife the PR. So to us, it's actually God's doing. Only God can ask the the immigration department to issue a PR for my wife, right? But from our own understanding is that they know my daughter is studying in Cambridge, and she did very well with very good result, and they want to retain her in UK. But if my wife is not there, my daughter cannot be there.
Yeah.
That's why they issue my wife with the PR.
Yeah.
So now, actually, I can apply for PR, UK PR, through my wife as a spouse. All right. So why am I not there yet? Right. Most of my activities are around this region: China, Southeast Asia, Africa. So for the time being, for the next 5 years, I will be in this region. Maybe I will retire in UK. Yeah.
Very well said. Yeah, true. Yeah, Joseph, is true because it's not easy to get a PR there, and then if without PR, you have to keep on coming in and going out, and not cheap also to
Yeah.
because I have a daughter.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
daughter, my son-in-law is also from Setiawan. Both of them got a, study there, then got a job, settle a family. For them, it's easy because they are students there.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
days, so they are doing well there. So,
Yeah.
well, sometimes God has His timing. As far as we know, Joseph as a very dear friend. I also know the wife, this beautiful family, and we know Joseph well, and we know that Joseph, God has His timing for Joseph. Joseph, you
Yes.
are the Joseph of the Bible. Yeah, yeah, the favor of God
Yeah.
as well.
Yes.
So, and you're like Joseph, temptation come, you will know how to flee, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Agree with you. Okay, let's
Yeah.
see another question. Okay, the question is saying that are you believing what? Oh,
Pre-tribulation.
tribulation. Oh, someone talk about end times.
Wow.
You're going to be a prophet, okay? Will the mark of the beast coming into before our rapture? Okay. If yes, should we buy land for the family for food and go to combat hyperinflation for financial rapture? Ready after we are ready for our spiritual rapture. If yes, to buy gold now already US. Wow, about
Wow.
what the person put 1770. That means 1 million, not 1 million, no, 1,770. Should we wait for a dip now? So thanks, brother, for answering. I think the person is quite sharp because he knows that you are an investor.
Investment.
Good
Yeah.
question for you.
Okay. Pre-trip or post, that one is not an answer for me to give.
Yes.
It's for God to answer. Right? I have no authority to share this. Right? Whether or not we should buy gold, I think yes. We should keep gold. And the other thing, whether we should buy a plot of land, yes, because land will always go up in value. As the longer we hold, the better. And if you have cash, this person, I don't know who is it. If you have cash, actually wait for another few months, 3 months or 6 months, maybe after 6 months, because there will be another 6 months of moratorium for bank payment, right? Then after 6 months, those people who can't pay, right, there will be a lot of forced closure. So that's the best time. So maybe 6 to 9 months to a year, then you can pick and choose what property to buy, and land, right? Land you may not have to buy in KL. You can buy in other places where you can also do some vegetation, which is good, right? And for some of us, gold price 1770. I see. I don't think gold price will go down. It will just go up. It will just go up. Yeah. I can't hear you. Hello?
Okay, sorry. I mute because I don't want to disturb. Anyway, Joseph, now they know that, wow, you are investor. They are so interested in money because they know that your life story is so awesome. They're so taken on it that they got no question. I only have 2 questions just now, right? Now it seems that everybody is asking you more on, investment. Yeah, I have another one coming to you. Okay, you have very high expectation for your daughter. Would you
Yes.
recommend it to others? Would you continue to be as demanding to your daughter in other matters? Okay, this is personal, which is okay. Asking you, would you continue to be as demanding to your daughter in other matters? Okay.
Yes.
You. Mhm.
But yes, I visit my wife and daughter every 3 months. So 1 year, 4 times. And every time when I go, I ask my daughter to plan for holiday. And I say I pack my bag, I bring my clothes, right? I don't do any planning. You do the planning, right? And she has taken me to all over Europe for the last 4, 5, 7 years. I've been to every corner of Europe, even to Iceland. Can you imagine go to Iceland with wheelchair, right? And we have been. We have been to Glacier, we have been to Paris, we have been to so many places.
Yeah.
And I always challenge her, all right? I only want the best. I only want the best. And I managed to get the best out of her.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Yes.
Our God is almighty and excellent. So you are a
Yes.
earthly father. You also want the best. But I
Yes.
think that you know your daughter's limitation. But
Limit. Yes.
but the thing is, she's an amazing woman. She's really a young lady that very positive.
Yes. Yes.
Right. And she looks at things so different. Such
Yeah. I think
amazing woman. Yeah.
that's very important because
Yeah.
right from young, right from toddler age, when we know that she has SMA condition, right?
Mm-hmm.
The condition that she will not be able to walk, all that, right?
Yep.
We want to bring her up the way other children grow up. We never put in her mind that she cannot do things. We always instill in her mind that she can do things other children can do.
Yep.
Right?
It's great.
So let's say we want to go shopping. We will do planning. Which are the shopping mall that is convenient? All right. Then we will bring her there.
Yeah.
Right? When other people, children look at her, we will say they have their own eyes. They want to do whatever things that they want. It's up to them. Right? We do our own thing.
Yes.
Right?
Wow.
Right? And then, during the 2008, the World Expo in Shanghai, I took her there.
Yeah.
And then, she also want to go to the Great Wall of China. I took her to Beijing.
She's very advanced.
And she touched the Great Wall of China, the wall. So to her, whatever other children can do, I also can do. I also can do.
Amazing.
So to her, we have instilled in her a positive mind, thinking. Then whatever other children can do, not only I can do better.
Yeah.
That's why at the age of 13, she published a book.
Yes.
So it's actually not from day one that she has positive thinking, but it's inculcated over the years. And also very important is father and mother. Me and my wife are very positive. We never shed tears. We never complain. Oh God, why you give me my daughter like this? We have never. Even among ourselves, we don't, right? So
Yeah.
the attitude of the parents are very, very important.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want to share.
Yeah. Good. Very good question for you to answer, because I feel that at the end of the day, we need to treat the child as as normal, and then and see that God can actually do mighty work in her.
Yeah. Yes.
Glory. Yeah. Okay.
See,
Yep.
wait. I just before I lost the thought,
Yeah.
my thinking is I always do my best.
Mm-hmm.
Let God do the rest.
Okay, good.
I will do my best. God will do the rest.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Another question for you. There are two questions more on the investment, but I think I want to give you on the personal question first. Will Alicia be able to go for another operation to improve her mobility? What say you?
Okay, the other operation will be her hip operation. Because of the muscle weakness, her femur bone is dislodged from her pelvic.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be major operation, which she is planning to go, but may not be so soon because now she is very busy with her work. And for your information, since she started work in October last year, by December she sealed an investment deal of 400 million pound and saved 2,500 jobs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. See. Great. Yeah. Okay. They're asking about your book. What's the name of the book? Is it on sale? Maybe?
Yeah, fully sold. Only published 1,000 book, all sold out already.
Also out. Yeah.
By MPH.
Yeah.
MPH, the book is called The Last Chapter. The book is called The Last Chapter.
Last chapter. Okay.
1,000 copies, but all sold out already.
Yeah, it must be a very good book. Sold up so right.
Yeah.
Another one about the investment. This person asking, he say, Brother Joseph, appreciate you can continue with your property investment advice after 6 months to 1 year. Where and what kind of property to buy in your opinion? Yeah.
Commercial, KL, Klang Valley.
I see. So I think there's one more I saw someone say about, okay, you buy land in Penang or Cameron Highlands or mountain in KK. What say you, Joseph?
Depend on the purpose, what do you want to do with the land. If you want to buy with a view for future development, you buy in Penang. You buy for your own retirement, you can buy in KK, you can buy in Cameron Highlands.
Yes.
Depend on the purpose.
Yeah, I think it's true. The land, what purpose you want to use, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is the one. So another one to go. All right. It's okay because this one talk about the book already. You already answered talking about whether on sale. This is the same question as just now. There's no more question coming in. So let me see whether okay. Perhaps I will put a question to you while waiting for another question. Yeah, Brother Joseph. Yeah, you say that you are maybe you're not a prophet or whatever it is, concerning about end times. That one, I think it's true. We all of us are told in the Bible, we know the season and time, but we do not know the day. Only the Father God, right? Also, I think that from your perspective, especially you are doing the investment, banking, and all these things, about I think more on the subject of I think quite a lot of people always like to understand about the time, whether it's a good time to do activate your investing, because some say, wow, if you've got money, looks like some people may want to give up their properties, you should buy. But some people will say, no, the time is not for you to buy because you never know what time the Lord is coming. So what say you, Joseph?
Okay. To me, the investment cycle now becomes shorter and shorter. Now it's very short. Used to be 12 years. Now it's shorter. You can see the events happening now is faster and faster. Right?
Yep.
So if you do investment, you have to depend on what you invest. Let's say in share, then you have to spend time every day on the share market, looking at the share. And you have to be very alert looking at the announcement, company announcement. And you have to, don't listen to rumors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when the rumor comes, right, is where they want to sell their share. See? People actually cook up their shares, right? And how do they make money? They have to load the share, sell the share to someone, right? How to sell the share to someone is they have to let out the news in the market that the Imakuche buy the share. You see, so sometimes when you see share price $2, then you hear in the market, oh, it will go to 250. Then we buy. You go to from $2 become to 210, 220. That is because the new buyer come in and buy the share, push up the share price to 210, 220. Then all the other players, they will sell the share to you, and then after that, the share price didn't move, just stay at 220. But we were still waiting for 250, but it never happened. So all the new buyer, the last buyer, will be burned.
Yeah.
They have to hold the share at 220. So if you want to buy share in the share market, then you have to look at the fundamentals of the company, look at the asset, look at the industry. The best type of shares to buy is those who are involved in healthcare, manufacture rubber glove. Those are involved in online business, artificial intelligence, big data. Those will be the stock that will move within the next few years.
Yeah.
See, with the pandemic, online business for Malaysia, maybe it will take another 10 years to happen. But with the pandemic, it actually squeeze the timeline to now. So online business will be the thing that will take place from now onwards. So invest in this type of stock, you will see the share price moving up. And healthcare. The next one will be banking shares. That will go up, right?
That's right.
As with, did you ask about property?
Yeah. Property. Yes, can.
Yeah, property. If you buy for your own use, then you are not worried whether the price go up or down, right? Or whether it's for your own use. While you buy for speculation, then you have to choose location.
Yeah.
Location is key.
Yeah, that's right. For the information to our participants here, we have a very good insight of on the investment from last Saturday speaker Derek Liu from Hong Kong, which we are really today we will put it on our Facebook of Family First. So you should be able to hear more on that. So now there's one. Okay, this is about your daughter case. Someone was saying about what was the most challenging incident that happened in the family, and how did you overcome it? Can you think of the most challenging incident?
Yeah. You know, with her condition, making her life very vulnerable. And she was admitted to the hospital more than 5 times because she can't breathe properly, and her lung capacity is only about 40%. And you know, you need muscle to breathe, right? To breathe and to cough, but she does not have the strength to breathe and to cough. So even few years ago when she had lung infection, it is every time when she have lung infection, it's a life and death situation. So in fact, when it happened a few years ago, I flew to London and I'm her personal masseuse. I massage my daughter every night, and I massage her in the hospital, make her comfortable. I do chest physio for her, and she recovered. So the most challenging time were those times when she have chest infection and admitted to hospital, and it's really life and death situation.
I see. Okay. Bearing the fact that your daughter is based in London, where would you consider to retire and why? Actually, just now you mentioned already, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Then might you answer again? Maybe this person didn't get it just now.
Yeah. Okay, since my wife and both my wife and daughter are in London, I would retire in London. Yeah, I love the life there too.
Yeah, that's right. I think that will be also because I find that UK and a number of Western countries, they are quite accessible for people with special needs. Yeah, not so much on the Asian side, right? So I think for special needs people is much easier, and they do provide all this care, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it looks like people are still love to go back to investment. Okay, do you have any comments on buying unit trusts in foreign countries like China and America?
Okay, I don't advise people to invest in unit trust. Why? Because unit trust, they actually invest, they take your money, they invest across a basket of stocks, right? So assuming you invest in a basket of 26 stocks, you will not lose money. You will not lose money. So you see, unit trust, you don't make big money. They make a little bit, right? So if you want to make better money, will be in the stock. Just like if you have invested in Top Glove or this Supermax or Hatta Lega went up $1 a day, you know. So those are better, and then it's within your control. If you invest in what do you call a unit trust? If the unit trust lose money, they'll come and ask you to top up. Right.
Yeah. Because you mentioned just now, you answered that about the good investment is all these gloves and medical support.
Okay.
So there's one also putting the same question back to you, saying about, the glove counters have rocketed. Is it sustainable? A good time to buy stocks now for Malaysian stock? Can you comment on this?
You can buy Malaysian stock. You can also buy stock in the US because it's been down quite considerably. I think the US stock will continue to go up until the next election, which is end of the year. I have friends who have poured a lot of money in US stock within the last 3 months, and he made almost 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
yes.
Yeah. So it is all back to personal preference. Don't quote me. Unless you want a personal one-to-one talk, then different. But I do private equity investment. I don't advise people. I don't invest in stock market. I invest in company, direct into companies. I don't invest in stock market. I don't invest in property market. I invest in non-listed companies. That's what I do.
Okay. Okay. Do you think now is still time to buy stocks, or the market might crash, as economic cycle is usually 10 years? Now it's almost 12 years since the crash. So Joseph, your answer to that?
I think at any one time you can buy, right? I think for you will not see a market crash within the next 1-2 years, because the worst has just happened, the pandemic.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah. So, one of the guys asked you just now. He said that I hear you mention the loan moratorium will be extended for another 6 months. Am I hearing right?
Yeah, I think the government is moving to extend another 6 months, because if not, a lot of SME will close shop.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. About gold, this person say about gold ETF. Would you advise which one is best?
I have no idea. I don't invest in gold.
Yeah.
I invest in private companies.
Yeah, yours is different. Derek Liu's message last Saturday talked about gold. He bought gold. So we will put on to our Facebook, and then from there you can hear what he has to say to your question. And there's another one say, I have one AI company for you to evaluate. What about blockchain? The person asking you blockchain. Yeah.
Okay.
Say you.
Okay. Okay. Blockchain. In fact, when I was I was the VIP speaker for the United Nations Fire Chat live radio show, broadcasted to more than 40 countries. The question that directed to me was blockchain. Right?
Okay.
Blockchain, there's a lot of abuse in blockchain. A lot of people, if their money they cannot surface, right? They use blockchain. Of course, as we move along, there will be a lot more regulation that comes in. But until then, blockchain will not move. Like, although some of the countries have legalized blockchain, but not until US, the big economy, legalize it. Otherwise, US will not want to see another form of investment replacing the US dollar or US stock market. That's what happened to China. They don't want China to come out. That's the problem.
Yep. Okay. Looks like there's no more question. Today we have the best. We have a great testimony and great advice from an investor. People like Joseph. So now I pass the time to our chairman,
Yes.
Xeng, to take over.
Yeah, Joseph, I think that they get very free advice when we come onto Zoom like this. Because normally your advice, you charge people thousands and thousands of ringgit, for giving advice.
Yeah.
But today you're giving free advice to people, who come onto the Zoom. So nice to have you actually, Joseph, to come and share with us. And I think that your time is so precious. You are such a busy person, running here and there. It's sometimes very difficult to catch up with you, even for a cup of coffee, So, yeah. So anyway, I think that we are so blessed to have you to come and share with us. Every week, we have got this webinar coming on. And of course, our next speaker is one of our Marcus Tan, right? He's also on our board. Now, Marcus has got fantastic testimony, and then he's going to share with us from trials to triumph. All right, young professionals, very hardworking, very capable, and he has a lot actually to probably share with us, next Saturday. And please come on to come and also join in, and how he actually suffered many rounds of cancer, and also even the son, right, went through. So for him to actually go through all this crisis is not easy, but he has overcome it. And today he raised up, really a happy family, and he's also journeying with us, family first. And under him, he has got, I think, a group of several couples, professionals couples, who are together with him. So he has taken them through using the 3F programs. As I mentioned to you earlier, the 3Fs is that means on our family. On our family side, we share with them in terms of how to actually structure and build, the noble family vision. And second part is to also strengthen their families, and also at the same time, how to become a better husband, to become a better wife, and intimacy as far as for, husband and wife is concerned, plus parenting as well. So those who actually encompasses our modules on the family, all right? And on the finance side, of course, you have come on board to hear many of these speakers who come from the financial background, right? So do come and journey with us. Now, for those of you who wish to actually to be discipled, you can always contact even any one of us. So we are very glad to journey with you, all right? And without further ado, and I would just want to all of you to just want to pray for Joseph, especially. Let us close this with a word of prayer, all right? Father, we want to thank you for this wonderful sharing by our brother Joseph, that indeed, the Lord, that we have seen, the Lord, how marvelous that your hand upon this family, that you have even raised up Elisha from even immobile to now the mobility, and using her mightily, Lord, to glorify your name. We want to thank you, the Lord, that together, the Lord, that they will be able to be resilient and to also be strong. We also thank you, the Lord, that you continue to bless Joseph, even strengthening him, and also, Lord, empower him for your glory. And thank you, the Lord, that through him, that there are many lives will be touched, and many of the friends around him will also get to know that, Lord, that he is indeed such a blessing in the body of Christ. We want to thank you for his life. Thank you for his willingness to come on to share with us, and also on the investment opportunities. And we want to give you thanks, the Lord, that indeed that all of us who participate today, that all of us are blessed. We give you thanks. We bless you in Jesus' name. Amen.